Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This week, we're going to be working on finishing up the Corvette. Just excited to get it done, finally. We got to hook up the shifter. As you remember, we ran the cable last time, and I want to just button that up, get the cables run, the brake lines, or brake cables, get all that back on the handlebars, and put our chain on. We got to get our sprocket mounted. So we got some work to do yet, but it's not too bad. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to be working on our Cadillac. Oh, that sun's shining through. We'll be working on our Cadillac. I started to clean it up a little bit. Use some 4-0 steel wool with WD-40. And that's working pretty good. See right here. It's cleaned that up pretty good. So, yeah, WD-40 and steel wool. Some guys that like to use that acid bath. You know, if that works for you, if you like, that's what you'd like to do, then I don't really like acid. So, I took the fender off, and the fender cleaned up pretty good. But we've got a broken screw here that we're gonna have to drill out and retap. I've done that before. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Because after a while, just moisture and stuff collects in there and it just freezes the bolt. And then I've gotten them out before. I've heated it up and broke it loose. That happened on the red Typhoon. That happened. But so we gotta drill this out, and then we'll retap it, and then get a new screw for the fender mount. The front wheel cleaned up pretty good. You know, it's a patina bike. It's got some patina. So, but it cleaned up pretty good for being 1948. So 2024 to 1948. That's a long time. So I cleaned this up. We got to tighten the spokes, and I got to rework the hub, or just go through the hub. And then we got some new tires on here. I ordered something different. So I ordered these cream colored tires that I think would go. They kind of look good with the bike. So we got these. These are made by Duro. And they're the balloon size tire bike, or size tire. They're 26 by 2.125. So we're gonna put those on the Cadillac. Another bike, got another bike for the channel. It's another 40s. Either 40s, I haven't decoded the thing yet. The numbers on the bottom bracket. So that tells you it's at least a 1952 or older. But it's a girl's bike. It's pretty cool. It must be a deluxe model. It's got the Sweetheart chain ring right here, but it doesn't say a model on the chain guard. So it's got center drop rims. Which is pretty cool. It's blue and white. It's got a really cool head badge. It's got the airplane locomotive Schwinn head badge on there. And it's got, it's probably not period correct, but it's got an older Stuart Warner Cadet speedometer on it that actually works. The seat's in really nice shape. So it's a split tooth or skip tooth setup. So we're gonna clean this up. It shouldn't take much to clean this up at all. I'm gonna clean up. Now these chains are really hard to find, so I will be cleaning this chain up. And I did it on my DX and a BF Goodrich bike. In fact, the BF Goodrich bike chain is still soaking in oil. So, but we're gonna be doing that with this chain too. Evapor rust, and get it, working, doing chain stuff again. And then we'll soak it in oil, and so it's ready to go. It's got some correct or incorrect grips on it. These are from Sears. I don't know if they wanted to just put some new grips on it when they went back in the day, but so it's got some incorrect parts on it. But and the pedals are pretty much roached, so I'll be getting some new pedals. Yeah, those are. You can see the cap is coming out there. So this is almost ready to fall off. So the pedals are not too good, but the rest of the bike is really nice. It's got some nice patina on it. So yeah, I didn't really want to buy another girl's bike, but the price was right, and I'm liking the 40s, 50s bikes. They're pretty cool. Some new gloves at the car show. Oh. There we go. Got our crank. We've already cleaned up. And this one doesn't say the year on it. I don't know if they didn't do that for 59. It just says AS and Company. So, and I've heard that they didn't stamp the date in all the cranks. So, the BF Goodrich bike is another one. It's stamped something. It's like F502 on the BF Goodrich bike. And when I took apart my DX, that had 1940, had a 40 stamped in the crank. But this one just got AS and Company. So. We got our cups here, we got bearings. All the crank hardware. We'll get our cups pounded back in there. Oh. All right. Cups pounded back in there. Oh, don't pinch your glove in there. Okay. Let's try this again. Don't get your glove pinched in the cap. There we go. There we go. So I got our bearing cups back in there. And we'll get our crank on here. Mount it on the sprocket. Whoop, oh, watch it. There we go. That looks nice already. Huh? So we'll get this mounted on here. Get her greased up. There we go. I'll get our bearings greased. The refreshing smell of grease in the morning. All right, I'll get this all greased up. Just like that. So I guess I got quite a few projects I'm working on. I'm not gonna buy any more bikes right now. I say that, and then I'll find an awesome deal, and yeah. But the plan is that I get these projects done first. So we'll see. That's the plan anyway. Get these done first. Put some grease in our cup. All right, so we got that. Got that good. Let's put our sprocket on here. Or crank. Crank and sprocket set up. Oh boy. Okay. Stay in there. Come on. Let's get our bearing out here. Get that greased up. You get your hands all greasy, and then you can't get the parts are slipping and sliding all around. Okay. I guess being a Schwinn guy, I've been trying to research, the history of Schwinn, and I try to learn something new every day. As a company, they had quite the history, They're in business for 100 years. I mean, you think about it, that's crazy. But it's cool. It's as a family business, and I'll wipe this excess grease off of here. Let's get our slotted washer on there and our retaining nut. But as I was saying, Schwinn was, I mean, it was quite a history. The company, it's kind of cool to watch different videos on the way the factory was run and showing them doing different stuff on the line. Videos of welding the frames and lacing rims. There we go. Now we can mount our chain, get that measured up. So we'll do that. Here's our new chain. Pacific Cycle chain. I tried some chains from Bell and oh my gosh, that was terrible. They weren't even the right size. I bought a single speed chain, Bell chain from the hardware store. And it was too short. So I don't know what it was, but that had that happen twice. I bought a couple of them. I didn't buy any more, so I went with the Schwinn Pacific Cycle chains. They're repop, you know, they're chains that they make. And I never had a problem with them being too short. I have to, you know, take some of the maybe 4 or 5 links off, and then it fits up. But yeah, it's just weird. So sometimes you get what you pay for, I guess. All right, so let's put this on here. I can't wait to ride this bike. This is gonna be nice. That looks like it might be good right there. Wrenches. Go. Loosen these up a little bit so we can move the rim. There. All right, so it looks like this one right here. Sorry, you can't see here. So it's looking like this one right here. So that much we'll have to take out. So we'll get our chain link tool. Just like that. Push that pin right out of there. There we go. We'll get our master link here. This on here. Oops. Whoa. Hands are still slippery from the grease, guys. There we go. I'll get her little plate, chain link plate or master link plate. And we'll get our clip. So we'll put it on there. There. All right. Let's see how we did. See how we did here for adjustment. I might have to take one out yet. She's all the way back. She's too far back in the, I mean, see that? It's too far back in the wheel, in the bracket, so we'll have to take one more out. Okay, so slide this all the way forward. And we'll get our needle nose again. We'll take this off. You know, it's trial and error, you know, sometimes. Trial and error. Oh, there. Whew. I always picture this, you know, flying off and then you lose it. All right. So we'll get our tool again. And we'll take this off. And we'll take off one, well, that'll actually be two lengths. Because you gotta go, can't take this one off because that's not the right part of the chain. So we'll have to go this one. Put her in here. Yeah, there. This was another tool that was like a must-have. It's like, oh my gosh, how did I survive without it before? Because I just used like a punch to take it out. So there we go. There, hopefully that works now. So we'll get this back on here. Whoa, 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 where are you going? Oh, that looks a lot better. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. It's like that. And a chain is going to stretch after time too. It's, you know, I'm not going to put a lot of miles on this bike, but I'd like to ride around. Oh, let's see. See what we got here for. Oh, that's a lot better, guys. Let's get her tightened up here. Ooh. Get her centered in there. Feels pretty good. Let's get our. I keep on losing my wrench, guys. Here it is. If you have a problem with losing tools and stuff, like maybe get like a thing to hang them around your neck. Sometimes I put them in my back pocket. Then you know what? Then I'll be looking. What did I do with my wrench? Oh no, what? And it's in my back pocket. I had it in my back pocket the whole time. So you always just try to keep mental notes of where your tools are. And try to put them in the same spot every time. I got this nice little tool caddy on the thing here, on the rack. But you got to put them on there to start with, you know. Put them on there to start with. That looks pretty good. Let's see what we got now. That'll be all right. Well, I think we're done with greasy stuff, so I think I can take my gloves off. Oh. We can put our pedals back on there. I think I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Put our chain things back in the drawer here. Throw that one out. Keep on doing bikes here, I'll have enough of these things to make one full chain. Okay. Check our badge. So I have a tap that I'm going to use for replacing that. I had a tap. I bought one when I redid the other forks on the DX. I had to drill that out and retap it. So I have a tap. So when we get to the Cadillac there with the fork, drill that out. I already have the tap. I just have to buy a bolt and buy another one, but that's no biggie. I'll buy a bolt for it. All right, so I think we're down. It's very exciting. Get her down off the stand. All right, let's, tools picked up. Whoops. Always exciting. You know, I was thinking this fender or this mud flap was gonna level out too, because the bike is kind of sitting like this, you know, sitting. But once we get it level, that might that mud flap might go the other way a little bit, the way we need it to. Front wheel's tight. Let's make sure. 9/16. Sure that's tightened up. Yep. Okay, guys. Exciting moment. Grab it here. Whoa. It's a little heavier with the stuff on there. It's a heavy bike anyway. There we go. Oh. She's back down on 2 wheels. Back down on the ground. Huh? There she's back down on the ground. Oh. All right. So we've got our we've got our handlebars here. And that cable mount's gonna go right here on the frame. So, and then our shifter will go on here. Like this, I believe. You might have to pry this apart a little bit. There we go. There. So we'll get it up here. Like right there. Then we'll get our lever on there. I mean, these are aluminum, but they kind of get dulled up. Aluminum kind of gets dull. So I just shined her up a little bit there. Get her shined up. So what we'll do is we'll get a little soapy water. Get her on there. That way we can see where our things are going to go exactly. There we go. Get our grip set. Then we can get our got our grips on there, then we can set our lever and our shifter in conjunction to where your hand is. So that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Kind of set there where you want to have the shifter. Then we'll tighten those up. And I think we needed that little screwdriver. That's good. That looks pretty good. So we want to tighten this up. Probably right there. There. That works. Okay, let's clean up the other one. All right, we got that. Got that cleaned up. And we can use just a little polish on it too after we get, give it a final detailing. So we'll get this on there. Get this on there and then we'll get our other grip on. I think I mentioned this before, when you guys are taking off the grips, just get a heat gun and heat the grip up. You don't even want it too hot so it melts it. But just get it, so it heats it up a little bit. I just shoot a little WD-40 right on where the bar meets the grip, and then just kind of, twist it, work it off, and the heat and the WD-40 kind of working together in there, you'll be able to get the grip off. If the grips are like those grips on this other bike, when you don't care, you can cut them off, razor blade. Like I'm not gonna care about those grips. Because of the ends. I mean, I'm sure they're old grips, but the ends are broken out of them, or broken out. There we go. Now we'll put get our handlebar, our brake lever tightened. What we got here? Get it set like the other one. That was a beautiful, did I mention it's a beautiful day here in Wisconsin? Beautiful day here in Wisconsin. And should be riding the bikes today. Not working on them. Should be riding them. So we'll get this tightened down here a little bit. This looks like it's even with there we go. I'll kind of get the angle right here. There we go, that looks pretty good. Now we'll give her a tighten down. There we go. Now brake levers are on. Now it's time to get our shifter mount point at the front of the frame on there. So we'll get that bracket. Okay, here's our shifter bracket. Shifter cable. So that little wedge goes into the bracket like that, and it has a flat point on it. And that flat point sits against the frame. And then you put the cable in there and then tighten it down. And this will go on. Got to pry it apart, of course, and put it on. Get that together. Get a screwdriver. Just kind of snug it down. Not too tight, because you got to be able to move it around yet. Again, don't tighten it down too tight because you gotta move it around. Then we put our little wedge in there on the cable. And we'll put that in the bracket. Thinking this was right here. All right, guys, we're back. I had to get the rummage sale going here. My girlfriend is outside watching that. So it's Saturday here. It's rummage, citywide rummage Rema. Actually, okay, we were working on the shifter cable mounting. So I don't know what happened to my picture on that. So we're just gonna have to wing it. When you set these up, you want to set them up in second gear. So get this mounted so it's and all we can do is try, you know? All we can do is try it. So that's mounted on there now, I guess. Yeah. And then the brake cable, that has to mount on there. We'll mount the, we'll do the front one first, I guess. Let's get our front cable that we made. The front cable will be on the left. Okay.
Honey, I can't have it because Sandra and Dane gave it to me. So I'll give it to you.
Well, hi, honey. How's the rummage sale going? Did we sell everything?
Everything's gone.
All right. Sell it all, hon.
Show me your kangaroo balls.
All right. That was my girlfriend. She said she can't part with that. It looks like a can opener. With, I don't know what that is. Maybe some kind of animal testes. Okay, I guess she can't part with that, so. Okay. All right, so we'll put that over here. All right. Back to the bike build. So that was my girlfriend. She's the one who puts up with all the bike stuff. And she supports me, so that's important. And I love her. She's a sweetheart. So let's get this brake line in here, huh? Or brake cable. Okay. So put that in here. And I'll be going through the little nut with the hole. Just like that. And before we tighten that down, we got to get our brake pads on there. But we'll just tighten it a little bit. All right, so we got some new brake pads. They look like the originals, so these have a little bit, I think they're a little bit longer though, so these are, they have a little bit more stopping power. And they're angled, so you want to have them so they match the angle of the rim. Okay, so we'll get a wrench here. This is going to be a 10 millimeter wrench. Yep. Okay. We'll just kind of tighten them up a little bit here. Line them up kind of and tighten them down a little. All right, let's get it close here. We gotta adjust that one a little bit. All right, tighten that down now. Let's get it. Yeah, that's not a 10 millimeter, so we have a 3/8. And there goes the stink bug. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hate them things. Hate them. All right, let's see what we got. Seems like they work. Let's get this adjusted here. So that the brake is right on the rim. There we go. This one doesn't look too bad. Just a minute. Just a little bit. Oop. Kind of wants to turn while there. All right. Well, I think we got front brakes. The only way to really tell is to ride the bike, and if you blow right through the stop sign, no, you don't have any. So that's tight. Okay. There we go. And we can cut off our cable here. I'm not going to do that right yet. We'll cut off our cable and then put our little end on there. But front brakes are on there. So I'll put our brake cable through here. Through our adjusting sleeve there. We'll put it through the hole. Just like that. Oh. Okay, you're not cooperating here with me. Just till we get it set up here, then we'll tighten this down a little bit. Get these on there. So exciting. So exciting to have it come down to the putting it back together. We'll be able to take our first ride. First ride on the Corvette. Take this one up. Like that. And we'll tighten this up. Make sure that's in the thing. And we'll tighten this up. So go on here like this. Like that. And we'll put the other one over here. Just like that. There we go. Oh, watch the Cadillac. Yeah, I don't want that like that. I want that on top, see. Need the Schwinn. I don't know if we're gonna get any braking action there or not, guys. gotta be like an extra wide caliper or something. It's actually just hitting right here. Let's try to get that a little tighter, I guess. I was able to bend it a little bit. Right by the brake caliper. Let's see here. There's no movement there at all now. That's definitely gonna Yeah, it might just be your front brakes are the main stopping thing anyway. So. It might be all right. Take some polishing compound of that. All right, well, we got the rear brakes on there. That'll be okay. All right. Here's our seat. Get our framework and get our hardware. And this isn't the prettiest seat in the world. I'm gonna look for a new one, but for now, it's what we got. Here's the framework. Kind of cleaned it up. The black paint came right off of there, so I just took the rest of it off. And I cleaned up the springs the best I could and cleared it. So that's our framework there. It goes down on here like this. Just like that. And nuts go on there. And square nuts. Those would be original. And put our thing down right there with our nut and our washer. Sure, it's on there. Tighten that down. Then we'll tighten down our nuts on the springs here. There we go. There we go. We've got our crash bar that goes on there. It goes underneath. Underneath here is a couple little, can't see that, can you? Right there on each side. Then we'll put our little, they're kind of like push nuts, but they're not. They're kind of like nuts, I guess. Not actual, you know. Kind of reminds me of like a emblem nut. There. Let's get our seat post. Found it. Get it cleaned up here. Here we go. Okay. There we go. We'll get her tightened down. Be a 9/16. There we go. There. And we'll tighten up. Grease on there, huh? I think that's a good angle for that. Yeah. There we go. We can put our pedals on. These cleaned up really nice. Got a little left and a little right on there. We'll get our new pedal wrench. Loving this pedal wrench. Loving it. And we'll put a dab of grease in threads. Like that. Well, she's coming together pretty good, guys. We had a battle with some of the stuff, but it's coming together all right. We'll put our pedal on here. This would be the right side of the bike. So we got L. So I'll go on that side. And there's our little R right there. Those cleaned up pretty nice. The original 1959 Corvette pedals. Guys. And remember how we struggled with these pedals. Break them loose. Now we're putting them back on. Yeah, this pedal wrench was well worth the money. I think I paid 32 bucks. Well worth the money. There we go. Yeah, that Evapor Rust, I mean, it's almost looks brand new. And that works really good. Like I said, we put some grease on the threads. Get it to a spot where we can come all the way around. All right. Pretty exciting, guys. We almost got it done. There we go. All right. There's our chain guard. So we need to get our chain guard hardware. Very exciting, guys. Last piece of the puzzle. Chain guard. Let's see if we can get a good thumbnail. I'm guessing not. But maybe. All right. Get a chain guard on here. One bolt started back here. Now we need our screwdriver and our 7/16 wrench. All right. Tighten this up. And I'll tighten the front up here. There we go, guys. The Corvette's back together. Get it polished up and stuff. You're all nice. Wipe our excess grease off of the seat post and stuff. We shined her up pretty good. We cleared it. Reconditioned some stuff. Again, it's not new. It's newish. Looks like it's been well maintained, like a well maintained original, with some patina on there. Those grips turned out pretty nice. It's got a little patina on the seat there. few dents here and there. We've got our mud flap on there with our teardrop reflector. So that turned out pretty nice. Got our racks on there. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. So we'll just do a tune-up on it here. Make sure all the gears shift, and she'll be ready to roll. Well, this will do it for this part of the video. It's the last of the Corvette series. So there she is. It's always nice to have them together. You know, all the elbow grease and the scrubbing and the effort you put in, it really looks nice when it's all done. So I'm happy with that. Next one is going to be the Cadillac, which I've already started on. We cleaned up that one wheel. That turned out pretty good. Cleaned up the fender. And just going to go through this thing. Evapo rust it. Shine her up. We're just going to clean this one. Get the workings really good, and it's original paint bike, so we're just going to clean it real good, clear it. I did get those new cream tires to go on there. I have to look for some new pedals because these pedals are roached. So I'll be looking for those, but we're gonna get her all cleaned up and all maintained, lubricated, re-grease the headset, the bottom bracket, service the hubs. So the Cadillac will be the next bike here on the series. I'm guessing that'll be probably a two-parter. So, all right, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like whoa, don't make me dizzy, Okay. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. We're gonna have a lot more content on the channel, a lot more bike projects to do. We've got our Schwinn Twin Voyage video coming up. The weather's nice here now, so the girlfriend and I are gonna take our voyage. First maiden voyage on the Schwinn Twin. So that'll be exciting. Could be a big wreck, so you never know. All right, well, you guys have a good day and a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.